we had the incredible honor to chit-chat with what we thought incredible honor, to chat with Marianne Doe, who is the Los Angeles Chargers superfan. And we all watched her on Monday night ride the wave of the Chargers game against the Cowboys that they inevitably would end up losing by 3 points or less, which they have done more than any other team in NFL over the last year and a half, except for the Denver Broncos. Just heartbreaking loss after heartbreaking loss after heartbreaking loss for Marianne Doe and all the Chargers fans.
That's right.
She got a lot of airtime on Monday night.
Yeah, she did.
Then she came on our show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We had a full convo with this lady.
We did.
And I want to let you know if we fell in love with Marianne Doe.
Yeah, hard not to.
Stole my heart.
The passion she had while she was talking to us about the passion she has for the Los Angeles Chargers. At one point, whenever she was talking to us, not even at the game, when she was talking to us, veins were popping out of her forehead because she was so intense about the Los Angeles Chargers. Then the internet does what the internet does.
Yep.
And they certainly started looking up everything in Marianne Doe's past.
Yeah, they did.
Is this a fugazi? Is this not a fugazi? Yeah. Which led to a Pro Football Talk article. Marianne Doe didn't just do our show. No, she went and spoke to TMZ. And TMZ, we know they will get to the bottom of it.
Everything.
They will get to the bottom of it. And by the time she talked to TMZ, the internet had already seen a picture of Marianne Doe with her face painted at a Minnesota Vikings game doing the same stuff that she was doing for the Chargers. And Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio, who is a eternal optimist.
Sure.
You know, super duper positive.
Absolutely.
Always trying to find the good in everything, you know. That is, we love Florio, but boy, Florio is one of the best at being like, this sounds like bullshit, and going all the way in. Over the top, passionate LA Chargers fan admits she's also a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, too, while soaking up every ounce of attention coming from last night's viral moment. I actually clicked on the article here because I was like, I feel like I've been used here. I feel like I've been part of this entire thing. And if you read Mike Florio's article on Pro Football Talk, he would say, yeah, you did get used. She's been looking to do this for a long time. She was trying to do it with the Vikings, then she did it with the Chargers. So Florio's article leads to the rest of the internet going, this is a plant.
Yep.
This is a fake.
Yep.
This is fugazi, which leads to one of the random aggregators of NFL information on the internet these days, ML Football, which, ML Football has been wrong about a lot of things.
Sure.
ML Football has also quoted a lot of things that are right. So it's just like the game you play on the internet. But ML Football puts out a tweet, caught red-handed. The Chargers fan that went viral last night for her celebration and reaction is a paid actor, it appears, via NFL memes and Pro Football Talk. Now, Mike Florio never said she was a paid actor.
No.
Mike Florio was alluding to the fact that she was just looking for the attention. But after talking to Marianne Doe, we all loved Marianne Doe. We said, excuse me. We actually got some information from some people that potentially set up the Marianne Doe connection for us that said, what are you talking about? Her kid plays for the Vikings. You don't think she just gets all jacked up for her kids? So Boston Connor, of all humans.
Yeah.
Boston Connor, of all humans, decided to chime in on the internet and go, I usually would ignore a fake story. However, this lady is too good of a person to let this slide.
Hell yeah.
Her son plays on the Vikings in his local league. So guess what? Not only is she a real Chargers fan, but she's a super mom who went all out for her son's football game, wearing face paint and spending money to get a real Adam Thielen jersey. I'm all for a good conspiracy theory, which we know. Yeah. But this lady is just a weapon of support for her family and her favorite team. This tweet would end up going.
Yep.
Okay, this would be the tweet that was representing Marianne Doe and the authenticity of her fandom on Monday night that we all watched. And he did it because we talked to her. Look, he says, this lady's too good of a person for everybody just to be killing her.
Exactly.
This tweet would go, this is the biggest tweet that Connor's ever had. 13.5 million views on this particular tweet. So now, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one thing to do. Boston Connor has a prepared statement that he will be reading live from the Capitol. Connor, take it away, pal.
Thank you, Pat. My fellow Americans, over the past few days, a single Chargers fan has split the sports world in half. A woman who goes by the alias or name Marianne Doe is who I currently speak of. Miss Doe, not Jane, has been the center of the newest NFL controversy that people are debating. Maybe she is a plant. Maybe she's not a real fan. Now, I fancy myself a hardcore conspiracy theorist. Birds are government drones. Antarctica isn't made of ice. Climate change. Planes disappearing. JFK. The royal family. The Denver airport. Depending on what news articles I saw that day, the plandemic. All fall under the category of things I could and sometimes do believe in. After coming on the program known as the Pat McAfee Show, I bought in to the artist known as Marianne Doe. As I watched her get buried on the internet, seeing things like, this lady probably isn't even a mother. This lady is an AI robot sent to harvest our organs. Why is it Aaron Rodgers Tuesday and we aren't talking about vaccines? I thought to myself, I like this lady, and I should say something or figure it out.
Yeah.
I volunteered myself, as Pat mentioned, as a helping hand to aid Miss Doe with the internet trolls, if you will. I was told that Miss Doe wore her Vikings jersey because of her son's pop football team in support of her sweet little Asian boy and his brothers. Now, I don't know if her son is good at football or not, okay? But I do know I believe Miss Doe wholeheartedly, start to finish. With all that being said, at the end of the day, I regret to inform everyone, I don't know what's real here. I want to believe in Marianne, so I posted on X in her defense, and little did I know that she might also have been a Vikings fan this whole time. I don't know if Miss Doe's a real fan. I don't know if she's a real person. I don't know what to believe anymore about anything. But I do know that if she is a robot, that's how I want them all to act. Not just the robots either. Humans, robots, whatever thing you are. When you're at a football game, Marianne Doe put on a clinic on how to act as a football fan. I'll leave you with two things.
2 pages.
Number one, I will never, ever, under any circumstances for the rest of my life, help anyone. No matter what. And lastly, number two, and this one you should probably think about for a little. Maybe we're all plants. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Connor. Hop on your plane.
Well said, yep.
Get back from the Capitol and
Safe travel.
rejoin us if you can here on the. He was breaking down a little bit
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, as he should be.
He was messed up from this whole thing. I think we all have been, to be honest with you. Yesterday I was watching it all unfold. And, because getting her on the show yesterday was a big deal.
Awesome. Huge.
I mean, I was incredibly pumped about what was happening on the show when she came on. I was thinking to myself, look at us just putting all the conspiracies to rest. Look at all these internet people that want to see this lady get kind of crucified and want to know that the NFL is paying somebody to act that way. Chargers, more specifically, are trying to prove that they actually have fans and that they have a super fan that's going to go in there. And we have her on, and I genuinely bought in, much like Connor.
Oh, yeah.
And then Florio and TMZ and the internet start going, nah. And as soon as we read that she said she was also a Minnesota Vikings fan, and then as soon as I read what Florio said, I all of a sudden, the man who wants to believe that everything awesome is true, I started to have doubts myself.
Yep.
And at that point, I go back to X and see what's going on. And I take a little look-see at old Connor's, Twitter account.
Yeah.
He was the voice
It was.
of Marianne Doe in the face of the entire internet turning on Marianne Doe. And Connor, thank you for making it back to the studio in time.
Yeah, wow.
It was really hard on you, I think. Last night, people were saying a lot of terrible things about you. And you didn't even mention this. You did mention all the conspiracies you believe in. But I saw one particular tweet where they actually referred to you as they when they're talking about cover-up.
Whoa. Yeah.
So, like, how the world has come to this point now, you are now the guy that's not the conspiracy theorist. No.
No.
You're the one covering up, battling against them. That's what they were saying. You're a mark. You're a sellout.
Whoa.
You're a plant sticking up for this lady.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. We all saw it, what Marianne did, and we were all fans. And I know they said they, I'm a he, him. So if they were talking about me, that wasn't regarding myself.
True.
Yeah.
For the record. Just for the record.
That
I think that's true.
But the other thing is, usually I don't put my phone down when I get home. Yeah, I'll be scrolling. I'll be around it for, the rest of the night. But for some reason yesterday, while I was making dinner, I said, let me just put some music on.
Stick up for a lady.
Yeah, send out a little, hey, Marianne Doe's a good person. I'll put my phone down. I'm going to make some dinner. I'm going to enjoy my night. Well, I picked my phone back up about 15 minutes after that tweet. Boy, oh boy. You shouldn't put your phone down, people.
Mina Kimes retweeted it.
Yep.
She has a very active following. Then Mina Kimes is following everybody. Every one of them retweeted it.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you were in the middle of bang. Well, you're just trying to have a little night.
Exactly.
I get a FaceTime from Connor, and he goes, "That's the first time that happened." And I was like, "What's that?" He goes, "Put my phone down. Come back." Holy hell, I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah.
He said, Mina Kimes retweeted. Have you ever thought Mina? So we would like to say for this particular show, yesterday, Aaron Rodgers said something. Fox News wrote about it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, Connor put a tweet out. Mina Kimes and crew retweeted it. It's like, we're talking about depth here.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about having some real range. I don't know if anybody's given us credit in that entire conversation, but you did what you thought was right.
Yes.
And at the end there, you said your two things on page 2 of your speech, where you said you're never sticking up.
Never, ever, for the rest of my life, as long as I'm drawing a breath, I will never stand up or help anyone forever.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
It's a
That's
bummer.
a shame. You were doing what you thought was right.
I know. I love helping people, too.
I loved it. When I first read your tweet, I was like, look at Con Man growing, maturing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was proud of him. I was pumped for him. He's like, you know what? I'm sick of this. This lady's getting dragged through the mud. And then the more and more everybody starts rocking, it's like, she's like kind of asking for it almost, telling these people she's been in so. Because I think they could have got away with her kid's game.
Absolutely.
I think they could have got away with that because it wasn't an NFL stadium that picture was in. And then Florio was like, let me get you. That was a soccer stadium.
Yeah, that was the StubHub Stadium.
That was why. The reason why it doesn't look like that is because that was a soccer stadium. It's like, that probably makes a lot of sense there, actually.
I cannot thank him enough. And there's two differences between Connor and I. He goes home and he's by himself. I go home and I have a family, okay? Because I had it.
Thanks a lot, Tony. Whoa. Reminding me of all the shitty stuff in my life, huh?
I had a tweet typed up similar to that because I was tired of it too because Marianne charmed the pants off of all of us,
Yep.
okay?
We saw you wave, Tone. We saw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 hands.
Yeah.
That
Tones did a
excited.
2-way.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
She warmed my heart up yesterday, and I couldn't take it either, so I was going to put out a tweet. But at one point, my daughter saved me. She ran up to me while I was doing it, and I put my phone down, put her to bed, stuff like that. The time had passed. I said, it's not worth it.
Come
blah,
back.
blah.
Let's see what's going on next. Connor's shredding.
Thank God.
Hey,
Thank God.
We appreciate you sticking up for what you felt was right.
Yeah, and that's the last time I'll ever do it.
No, don't lose faith just because of one situation.
Well, yeah.
And also, Marianne Doe, good on you. If you didn't get paid any money, which we don't think, like who would? How would that happen? I mean, I guess there's people out there that think that happened, but then you'd be saying the NFL is so desperate they're paying one person.
Yeah, not a chance.
And is like that's not happening. But if she is a fugazi,
Yeah.
and she's just looking for attention, it's like she put in a hard 4 hours.
She did.
You know what I mean?
Went off.
She put on a hard 4 hours of real emotions and riding the wave. So, hey, keep doing it. Hey, keep acting,
Didn't she tell
Marianne.
us, though, that she's been a Chargers fan for 20 years? Maybe she's a
did say
Vikings fan 21 years ago.
Yeah, but then Thielen jersey.
Okay.
In the new one.
And
So Thielen's been around not for 20 years.
she's super smart.
If that
Did we
was-
Maybe
see the
she's
back
just-
of the jersey or just 19? Could have been anybody.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a Harrison Smith jersey right next to.
Okay. There
was.
Okay,
There was the new jerseys as well, the Vikings.
Yeah, so
I'm going to defend her till the day I die.
yeah, I think maybe she just fan both teams like.
Yeah.
Possible.
You know what I
Super
mean?
fan. You
Oh.
can respect that. I can respect that.
I can't.
Be a super fan. Be just own that part of it. You're a super fan of the Vikings
The NFL.
and the Chargers.
All right.